There was a scheme of denominating SSENYONYI from running as a member of parliament. He was taken to court by a fellow aspirant for the same position, and now the court came out to say that SSENYONYI must remain in the race. In fact, SSENYONYI, after winning the court case, said these statements.
This matter has wasted a lot of my time, of course resources, and we are glad that we have come to the end of this.
That is SSENYONYI. Very many people have come out to speak that the state was engineering the denomination. Because of late, the Electoral Commission has been denominating mostly, almost 98%, the NUP candidates, citing they didn't have the requirements to run for those positions. And for me, in politics, I keep on telling you that nothing happens by mistake. The person who took SSENYONYI to court is BWOWE. In fact, before the ruling was given out, he said these statements.
Abakulu tebagoberera mateeka. Kati batandise okwekwata ku bisubi. Omanyi twazanyanga kapiira nenga ayina akapiira ebiseera ebisinga yayagala okusalawo amateeka nga muteba golo yamwe naga tuguyiwe. Na kati mu nsonga eyo ebintu ebyogerebwa nti wali nze nwana gundi sina gwe nwana bo benyini beberwana era bali badde batunuulira bwe babeera baagala okutegeera nkozesa bafune emmira bagiteekewo betunuulire bagambe nti nakola ensobi yange bwowe kwakoze ki kwasinzidde era tewali n'omu esijja gendayo nvya mutamu naye tewali n'omu yabawandikira ku nominations ne bakuba n'ekirayiro nti bye bataddeko byonna biki bituufu. Tewali yabawandikira ku nominations, tewali era baleke okuwuddisa eggwanga babeere n'obuvunaanyizibwa ng'abantu abakulu bakkirize.
That is BWOWE. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the politics which surrounded SSENYONYI's denomination, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the certain materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, it started as a joking thing when this person took the aspirants of Nakawa West, where SSENYONYI is an incumbent, to Electoral Commission. Electoral Commission came out to say that it threw out the petition. This person went to court, and the court came out granting victory to SSENYONYI. And for me, I think it was something which I want to discuss. One, this person wanted to pass through unopposed. Like the way it was in Makindi, all mayoral aspirants were struck off the list of nominated candidates and the NM candidate passed through unopposed. So there is a scheme that is being used, and in fact they are setting a step where one day a presidential candidate is going to be removed. For example, after setting that precedent, what if the Electoral Commission comes out tomorrow to throw out Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu? Because some of the reasons as to why these people were thrown out, the people who signed for them later came out to say that they never signed. What if the people who signed for Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu's presidential bid come out to say that they never signed him? Of course, either through the influence of government, buying them or threatening them, they will throw Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu out of the presidential race. I think they are planning that. You know, whenever the regime wants to do something, it first tests the waters. And when people get used to throwing out the candidates, then they can go for the bite on that chili of their choice. And I think that's what is being done. When SSENYONYI defeated this machination, he said these statements.
Mu mateeka tuyina kye tuyita de minimis rule nti waliwo obuntu obutasaanidde na kuleetebwa mu kkooti nga tebubeera nsonga. Kati kyekyali ku munnaffe ono w'ekibiina kya PFF newankubadde of course nga bwenze mbiwulira nti ababadde bamuteekamu amaanyi abakivuga nga balala abamuli emabega, naye ng'omuntu yenna akitunuulira tutuyali ng'olaba nti kikyagezaako.
That is SSENYONYO. Okay? But of course, it is a bigger scheme. One day they are going to touch on a candidate who will never believe because a precedent has been set. In fact, for me, I keep on telling people, maybe there must be a law that is meant to curb this, that if you sign for me, you cannot come out to say that you never signed for me. For as long as your signature is correct and right, there is no way. Because some of the candidates were removed on account that after buying them off, they come out to say that it is no, I didn't sign for you. Yet the signature and the writing is his. Maybe it is the truth. Okay? In fact, this same person has always been playing politics like this. Even when he was running as the MP for Yamba, I think, he took the candidate to court. The same person who took SSENYONYO and the candidates to court has ever done this in the previous election. I think it was 2016. That's the way how he plays politics. In fact, here's a tape when BWOWE was taking another candidate to court. Always he doesn't want competition. He wants to go in parliament through Bluetooth. In fact, here's a tape.
To both the presidential and parliamentary votes, one BWOWE is threatening to challenge the academic papers of coach incumbent Amos Mandela, who is currently contesting for MP of Buyamba County in Rakai District. BWOWE, who is contesting for the same position, alleges that there are several irregularities as regards to Mandela's nomination, citing the use of names purportedly not his due to lack of academic qualifications.
Petitioned the Electoral Commission challenging his nomination and his candidature on these grounds that his true names are Mr. Majara Amos and he has never changed the name. Therefore, it was wrong for EC to nominate another person, yet his true identity is Majara Amos. 2, I further challenged the academic documents presented for nomination of Mandela Amos. He presented documents of Mandela Amos for nomination of Mandela Amos. Still, that is a total contradiction. And they explain a lot about how the Electoral Commission has been doing its work right from the nomination to date.
BWOWE, who is the former Guilty president of Makerere University and contesting as an independent, further alleges that he challenged Mandela's nomination, but results were fruitless as Mandela celebrated victory of the case last month.
The Electoral Commission decided to uphold the decision of the returning officer of Rakai District. I also want to state that a document authored on a weekend on 23rd is questionable. But still, the Electoral Commission does not give any reason whatsoever in this document of why they decided to uphold the decision of the returning officer. That is rare in the principle of making decisions, making administrative decisions.
With consideration of the remaining period to cast the votes, BWOWE wants court to nullify and terminate the candidature of Mandela.
How on earth could any person get any qualification higher, even to a master's level, without the fundamentals, without the foundations? So that is highly questionable. So
that is BWOWE. So you clearly see that he doesn't want competition. He doesn't want to go to the voters. He normally wants to use other means to go to parliament. And I think the judgment was so very clear. Denominating people is disenfranchising people. There are some things which are misdemeanors, allow people to compete. For me, I was scared when mayors, 11 of them were overthrown. And for me, I think it is a stage which is being built for a more bigger thing. Of course, that's my opinion. Remain yours truly, Mr. Makinde. Kabir Sulaiman Magal. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.